I still remember the night I babysat for the Smiths, a family who lived in a sprawling house on the outskirts of town. As I walked in, the creaky front door seemed to echo through the empty halls, making me feel like an intruder. The parents had left for a dinner party, and I was to watch their two kids, Timmy and Emily, until they returned. The kids were tucked away in their rooms, asleep, and I was left to my own devices. I decided to explore the house, my footsteps quiet on the soft carpet. Every room seemed to whisper secrets, the air thick with the scent of old books and dust. As I entered the kitchen, I noticed a chill run down my spine. The back door was open, just a crack, and I could have sworn it was closed when I arrived. I pushed it shut, the sound of the latch clicking into place making me jump. The house seemed to be watching me, its walls pressing in. I tried to shake off the feeling, telling myself I was just being paranoid. But as the night wore on, the shadows seemed to grow longer, twisting into grotesque forms on the walls. I heard creaks and groans, the house settling, but it sounded like someone was walking around, just out of sight. I checked on the kids, but they were fast asleep, oblivious to the eerie atmosphere. As I sat back down in the living room, I noticed something that made my blood run cold. On the TV, a message was scrolling. "I'm still here." I hadn't turned on the TV, and the kids were asleep. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and the room plunged into darkness. I was alone, surrounded by an oppressive silence. And then, I heard my own voice, whispering back, "I'm still here." But it wasn't me. It was something else. Something that had been in the house all along, waiting for me to be alone. I stumbled through the darkness, desperate to find a way out. But every door led to more hallways, more rooms. The house seemed to be shifting, reforming itself to keep me trapped. And then, I stumbled upon a door I was certain hadn't been there before. It was hidden behind a bookshelf, and it looked old, like it hadn't been opened in years. I pushed it open, and a musty smell wafted out. Inside, I found a room filled with old photographs, all of them featuring the Smiths. But there was something off about them. They were all smiling, but their eyes seemed wrong. And then, I saw it, a photograph of me, sitting in the living room, looking terrified. But I knew I hadn't taken that picture. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. I wasn't the babysitter. I was the one being watched. The kids, the parents, they were all in on it. And I was just a pawn in their twisted game. As I stumbled backward, the lights flickered back to life, and I saw the kids standing in the doorway, their eyes black as coal, and their smiles twisted into grotesque grins. I tried to scream, but my voice was frozen in my throat. And then, everything went black.